All right, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I was just saying that Miranda couldn't make it tonight because she had a sip and sample, but I'm super excited that all you ladies, I'm not sure if there's any gentlemen on here tonight. I think it's all ladies that you'll join me tonight. We just want to talk. I have a lot of you, some of you that aren't on here that message me lots just about, what they need to be doing for their business or, why isn't it working and all this stuff. And I'll say right now, like, oh, hi, Leah. Hi. I'll say right now, like summer was kind of weird, right? And I know I even chatted with a couple of you guys today. People were busy with family, kids, just life. And like the thing about this business and ourselves included, there's seasons, right? I know myself. Aw, thanks, Leah. I was just saying that I washed my hair. I washed my hair for everybody tonight. You guys, I feel like I haven't slept forever, but that's okay. He's so worth it. Aw, you're sweet. Aw, you guys make me feel special. Anyway, I was saying, okay, that this business, honestly, I have felt it too, okay? You guys know my past few months, my year has been a little bit shaky or whatever, right? But we all have life that happens, right? And as business owners, aw, you're so sweet. As business owners, that's normal. It happens. The biggest thing with this business is staying plugged in, staying close to your why. And, we say this all the time. If your why doesn't make you cry, there is really no push, right? Like if you don't have a big why and if you're okay making a little bit, that's fine. But I know a lot of us want to make that 500 to 2,000 plus per month. I know when I join you guys, I believe from day one that I could do it. I needed to make it happen. And that is the big difference why some people are successful and some people might take them a little while. I know we compare ourselves sometimes, but don't compare yourself because comparison is the thief of joy, right? We do it. I do it, like I said, I have girls on my team, you guys, who are total rock stars and making a larger income than me in just a few years, right? So I've been in the business 4.5 years now, and it doesn't matter. Like that doesn't matter. I'm happy for them. It's amazing for them. I love that, right? But the biggest thing is you can change anything. Hey, Kate. I'm just muting you because I get distracted otherwise. The biggest thing is, hey, Kaylee. The biggest thing is just knowing that you're worthy, your why, and then I'm telling you right now, 80% of this business we know is mindset, right? It is. It really is. So when our mind or heart or anything within isn't right, everything's kind of off, right? So I know this, you know this, we all know this. I have days where I'm just like, ugh, right? And then I need personal development. I know I've talked to lots of you guys lately about this. I'll tell you right now, my whole journey up until presidential, oh my gosh, you guys, it has looked like this. I don't want you guys ever to look at me or Carol Ann or any other top leader or Miranda or anyone who is making a big paycheck and just think that they go like this. It's not. People will quit when it gets hard, right? People, if they don't stay connected and close to their why, it's easy to quit or bounce around to another company. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, you can be successful at anything if you have a strong why, you're willing to work on yourself, your growth, and you stay plugged in. So a little bit about that, what I want to talk about is being plugged in. I know I was chatting with Catherine, we were chatting earlier about this, and you don't have to get on everything, you guys. That's the cool thing about our business. When I joined, I really didn't have an upline, but I wanted to make a lot of money. Like I had to make money. You guys know I'm very yellow, but I'm also very red. So I'm a very driven, I have big goals and I'm very motivated by making an income because we needed it, right? So I got on everything. I got to events and, we needed to make an income. We had to make money. So I got on the Sunday calls. I got on the Monday night Show Me the Money because listening to those other people's stories, that gave me such hope and drive that I knew I could do this. But if I didn't plug in, if I wasn't consistent, if I didn't learn anything, well, where the heck was I going to go with my business? Nowhere, right? So I had to get to Diamond and I had to make it happen. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about this because a lot of you guys know my story, but some of you guys don't. And I'm telling you right now, if you need this business and you are willing to work for it and you know, get through the hard time. You guys, this business has seasons. You guys, as a presidential, I've made $40,000 a month. I've made $20,000 a month. I've made whatever. It doesn't matter about that. But I'm telling you, you know, when I started this business, I made $35,000 a year working for someone else. I was sick of being broke. I was sick of, you know, being just not getting anywhere in life, right? You know, I'm not saying that income, like, I'm not saying that money buys happiness, but I'm saying that I need to get my ass in gear and really work this business. You know, we say if you treat this like a real business, you're going to get paid like a business. But if you kind of put it on the back burner, or if you take a week off, or if you don't post, if you're not posting and being consistent on social media, your business is closed, right? You know, I did write a few things down that I want to talk about. I mostly just wanted to talk tonight. But you guys, honestly, this business will change your life, but you have to be connected. Like, if it's for your kids, or if it's to pay off debt, or if it's to leave a job or leave a situation or whatever it is. You know, I have a friend who's about to join the business, and she wants to get out of a relationship, and she needs an income. Like, she is in a situation where it's not safe, and she needs this. I haven't talked to her for a long time, and she reached out to me. People are watching you. So if you are growing on social media, you want to be yourself, but be the best version of yourself. I don't mass message people, but I do make connections. I do focus a lot on attraction marketing, but that doesn't mean I don't talk to people. You know, if you're just posting on Facebook and not reaching out and talking to people and growing meaningful connections, social media, you guys, is amazing, but it does take work. If you want to do more one-on-one, I have a few diamonds and a few other girls who, I know, Annie, you're talking about this. You do a lot in person. Annie's a triple diamond. And the thing is that, yes, exactly. You need to do what works for you and your schedule, and customizing exactly what Catherine's saying right here, right? Do not compare yourself, because I feel like so many people come in and they compare their chapter 1 to my chapter 20. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you've seen what has happened in my business. But the thing is, I never quit. I've had a lot of people who have stopped working. I've had people who have come in, they're like, oh, Tanis, I need this. And yet they don't reply to my messages or my phone calls or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, I have always kept working my business. Have I been a little slow and off the past few months? Yes, I have. I've gone through those growing pains too, and we've all been there. But at the end of the day, I have huge goals in this business, and I'm super proud and grateful where I have gone in my business. But it wasn't easy, you guys. You know, I talk a lot about being consistent, right? I can't even read my writing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this? You know, so I'm going to talk a little bit about being consistent, and that's just with everything in your life, right? I know Catherine and I talked about, I want to start being a morning person again. It's kind of hard with a newborn. But honestly, I know for me, when I start my day off on the right foot, I start taking my supplements again, eating better. I'm going to start getting back into yoga and working out next week, because when I feel my best and I focus on my growth and taking care of me, everything in my life is better, right? The past few months, weeks, I feel like, you know, I haven't been getting enough sleep. I've been eating garbage and not really taking care of me, right? So all those things are super important, whether you focus on, you know, personal development. I know a lot of you guys get up in the morning and do power hours. Power hours, you guys, are so important for your business. So important. If you're not doing them, honestly, for me, when I do little tidbits throughout the day, I don't get as much done as a full-on power hour. So we're going to be doing more of those in the fall. But again, you don't have to get on them. I know Miranda was doing them, and some of, you know, she had scheduled them. Some of you get on, some of us don't, you know what I mean? So like, you can do them on your own too. You can do them with your teams. I want to start doing more of them myself as a team, but I do power hours every single day. It's one thing that I will always say that works for me. You know, having a plan of action, what you want with your business. This is really important. Your clear goals with what you want, you guys. If you're just going through the motions and you don't have a clear goal, where are you going, right? So if your goal is to go double diamond, you need to know what you need, if you need to connect, of course, with your leader, of course, work with your leaders, work with the people who are working their business. Don't chase people. I know people who say that they have big goals, and if they're not around, you can't chase those people. Don't chase people. Don't give up on people, because they can always come around. But honestly, like Leah said, when you know what's in front of you and what you need, and you have a plan, doesn't matter what color you are. Maybe you're blue, red, green, yellow. I had no idea what a chart was to go diamond. I had no idea what it was doing. And then my upline, she's like, okay, print out the chart. I was like, oh, okay. Like, she was like way above. And so I went and printed out the chart, and I was like, okay. And our chart is our charts are so much simplified now, you guys. So I knew that, okay, in order for me to make that amount of income, this is what I needed to do. But I've always been consistent on social media. I'm always talking to people about the business. I'm excited. And, you have to be obsessed with what you do to make it work. It's like attracts like. Law of attraction. You guys, I saw someone post something earlier, not in our business, and I was just like, oh, man. And then I had one of the girls on here messaging me, and they're like, oh, my gosh, Tess, did you see that? I'm like, oh, I did. And you know what? Grow your business with integrity, whatever people do. I would never buy something or join with someone who, was just, not just putting crap all over Facebook. Like, don't do that. Don't air your dirty laundry. Don't use swears. That's another one. Maybe that's your personality. Honestly, you guys, it can offend people. Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about Trump. Like, I don't know. Like, honestly, don't talk about things that are going to offend people. It's just common sense, right? So, what else was I wanting to talk about? Events, you guys. So that goes with, honestly, our online party last night was so good, you guys. It was so good. I had potentials on it, and I have 3 or 4 distributors who are ready to sign soon. But you have to take the time and invite people. It's great to be on them, but you need to be talking to people and growing your network and growing those relationships. If you have the same network and you're not signing people, it's because you're not connecting with people, and you're just putting up posts on Facebook, and you're not doing training, and you really need to put yourself out there and be bold, okay? So if you're growing on social media and you like to message people, talk to people, maybe you like to do host-to-post. I do host-to-post sometimes, but I'm not that person who does them every day. But then we have some people on the team. You guys, Leah did host-to-post, and she went from like double to presidential, right? Double to presidential, yeah. But you were diamond, right? Like, I mean, you guys, like, the cool thing about this business is that anyone can do this. Look, you do host to post every single day. That's amazing. So Leah, I remember you were paid diamond in December, and then you went presidential in April? Like, that's insane, you guys. That's insane. And Leah's very yellow, you guys, such a nice, kind-hearted person. You look at her social media, you like her. Like, she doesn't put any garbage up on Facebook. Like, you want to run your business with integrity, positivity, optimism. You guys, I saw this girl's posting on Facebook, and I just shook my head. Oh my gosh. The old me would have been like, oh my gosh, like I would have written something. But honestly, it's just, oh, yikes. So really pay attention with what you're putting out and who is on your network. Do you have a broke mindset of people on your social media? Maybe you need to get rid of people. Make meaningful connections, because people are watching you. Talk about the opportunity every single day. You have to. You have to do that every single day, whether it's in person or maybe you're out and about. And, honestly, for me, I'm obsessed with my business, and it's honestly, I think about it like nonstop because it's changed our lives, but you have to be obsessed with what you're doing. If you want to be making like a large income with this business, right? If it's just a hobby for you and it's just for fun, that's totally fine. But to make a big income, you guys, you have to work smart. You have to learn what you need to do. Like what Catherine said, if you are really great in person and talking to people, Annie had mentioned that the other day, you guys, Annie went triple diamond just doing a lot in person and parties and one-on-ones. When I joined you guys, I've always been a people type person, and I have always done one-on-ones. I've always gotten people on the phone. I love social media though too, but social media can take time. Right? So if you're really great in person, do in person, like get out of your comfort zone and, do parties, do vendor events, and don't compare your journey to anyone else. I just like to throw out stories like Leah and, because it's really inspiring. It just goes to show you, I've seen people, you guys, that were diamond or double diamond last year, and are top earners now. Right? So your business can change really quick based on your growth, based on you and what you're willing to do. You're really going to attract what you want. And, but you need to know what you want. Sometimes I ask so many people what their goals are and they don't know. Right? So, and then some people are like, every day they message me, they're like, I'm going presidential, I'm going ambassador. Like, you have to believe in yourself first with anything. If I don't think I can, lose weight and get in shape, well, I'm not going to, right? But if I have a goal and I'm going to do this and I'm motivated and I'm, dedicated and disciplined to making it happen, I'm going to do it, right? So it's like with anything. Yeah. What are you right now? What's your rank right now? End of the year. Okay, that's good too. But I will always say, you guys, anyone can get to any rank in this business. You can. It doesn't matter if you're a distributor right now. You guys, you want to know how many times I've rebuilt? Oh my gosh. I think sometimes people freak out when people quit or when people stop working. I used to try and chase people and, say like, oh, I thought you wanted that. Like, I did that for probably like a year. I'll say 2017 was my best, year income wise, but I wasted a lot of time and, I lost my focus on, what I really wanted and what I needed for myself and my business. You have to believe in yourself, and that's where personal development comes in, you guys. That's where journaling comes in. That's when taking care of yourself. I'm so excited to get back to yoga because that's when I was my best self. Yoga is so good for me, and I need that, because yes, have faith and believe in yourself. Because I'll tell you right now, we all have life going on. My why got bigger today. I have some concerns like about my mom and everything, and I want to make sure that I can make a certain income and that I have always have the freedom of the time, and I will never ever have to go back to work because my work ethic always determines my paycheck. So that's the cool thing about, see, everyone loves yoga. So that's the cool thing about this business, guys. If you are willing to put in the work, I'm not saying to sit on your phone for 8 hours a day. That's not what I'm saying, because I have done that and that's not good either. But I am saying, whether you're brand new in this business, yes, Nahani, go ahead. Good, I'm going to drink something. You talk.
No, a little child came on and started waving at the camera, and I wanted someone to wave back at him.
Oh, so, I thought you were waving at me.
Well, hello, but no, I just didn't want no one to not wave back at him.
One other thing I really wanted to talk about. Is she on here right now? Okay, I was just chatting with one of my diamonds before. I don't know if she's on here. I know she's got some stuff going on. What else is on here? I'm looking. Okay, I don't think she's on, but that's okay. Okay, so you need to find what works for you. And you guys, honestly, for me, I didn't start doing any personal development until I went triple diamond, but I was so hungry to make this happen. So honestly, that is the number one thing. If you are hungry for change, whether it's a larger income or maybe you want to quit your job, or, don't even think about the last few months. Cause I'll tell you, like, I think a lot of people got lazy. I always work my business, but unless I'm plugged in fully, like heart, soul, mind, everything, and doing my things I need to be doing, I don't get much done either, right? So although I still work my business, I still make a great income. Sure, seasons in your business can happen. Seasons in our life happen sometimes, right? So, you know, I just want you guys to know, don't even worry about the past few months, but I do want you guys to know that this business is really, it's all us, okay? You are your business, okay? So if you're going through struggles right now in your life or whatever it is, just know, I know, so I was talking about that diamond. I just want to get back to that before I go into the next thing. We were talking about this group called Women at the Well, this group that Cammie's doing. If anyone's interested, it's like it's a 6-week study that they're doing, and it's just talking a lot about, it just started. It just started like yesterday, and I haven't even gotten into it yet because I read a couple things in the group. But she and the 2 ambassadors, Claire Flores and Alyssa Billiou, are putting it on. I got the audio because honestly, you guys, I don't sit down and read books. I listen to audios because that's just me. But, you know, I know for me, you guys, like I said, I did not do any type of personal development until I got to Triple Diamond. But I was really hungry and I believed I could do this. And I always plugged in and I stayed consistent. So I'm telling you, if you are hungry for change, you can make a huge income with this business. Huge. I just bought a ticket for Boston today and I was like, oh my gosh, didn't even ask Jay, whatever, I have a newborn, whatever. I just bought the ticket and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go. I'm going to Green Carpet. You know, I need those things, and because I need to fill myself up. I always do. I always work my business. I've had a lot of life happen the past 2 years. But we all do. We all do, right? Well, you live close though. You're like a 5-hour drive, right? Yeah, it's good. Yeah. So Audrey, it's that I can send you all the information. I just download it, like Jay downloaded it for me, but you can get the book on Amazon. And there is like a guide that you can download in the group that just it talks a lot about, you guys, like, again, I haven't even started it yet, so I'm not even gonna pretend that I know fully what's going on. But you guys, the more you grow yourselves and you're willing to get out of your comfort zone and you're just willing to find out what works for you and stay, you know, consistent and disciplined. You really have to be hungry. You guys, there's some girls on my team, I know what they want. I know what they want. They're hungry for change. Some people are like, they're not sure, and that's okay. You can always change. Like, I never compare anyone because I don't care if someone's a Ruby or a presidential on my team, I will help them, and, you know, because my team's important to me. But at the end of the day, you guys, there is no secret sauce to this business. It's just, honestly, the number one thing is believing in yourself and being hungry for change, knowing you can do this, and having a huge why. If you don't have a huge why and reason why you're doing this business, you're not going to be making 5 figures a month. You just aren't, because you're not going to be putting in the work that you need to do, right? Just putting a couple posts on Facebook and getting on a Zoom to do, right? You have to decide what you want, okay? So, like I said, I have people who come into my business and they are ready, you know. Some people need a ton of personal development. They need a ton of working on themselves. They need a ton of learning what works for them, and that's okay. And some people just come in and they're just, they're, you know, people, and they are just, they know how to talk to people, right? And if you are that person that maybe you have troubles or struggles, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I know Miranda teaches a lot about, you know, she has certain scripts. Oh, look at Kate in her cute little shorts. Oh, Kate, you look cute. But you guys, I want you guys to know that the discipline is what I've been working on the most. Humbling myself. Denise Walsh's book. Yes. Denise Walsh's book is really good, you guys. So Denise, you guys, is my black diamond. A lot of you guys on here. It's basically like myself and then a bunch of people in between, and then Denise. Okay. So when I joined this business, the girls signed me up, didn't speak to me again. And that was that. Right. So, you know, I reached out to my up leaders and got on a team page, got on the Sunday night calls, got on the Monday calls, and just knew what I needed to make. You guys, write down your goals. 80%, you will achieve your goals 80% more, you know, if you write down your goals. If you don't know what you want and you're just going through the motions, nothing's going to happen, right? So you need to have a clear goal of what you're going to do. You know, like my goal right now is I want to get back in shape. I'm eating healthier. I'm taking the supplements. I want to do all those things, but that's going to help my self-esteem. That's going to help my business. That's going to help my relationships. That's going to help, you know, things with, you know, me and my husband, like everything, right? Like I want to be the best version of myself. So everything else in my life is good, right? If I sit around and watch Netflix and like eat pizza all day, well, right? Like we posted that thing about, you know, a broke mindset and someone who wants success, right? Someone who wants success is willing to work and grow on themselves. And trust me, you guys, I've suffered from anxiety, depression, and I'm open about that. I have mental illness in my family. Like I have my struggles. You know, I lost my dad this past year. I have a lot of things that have held me back personally, but if something's holding you back, you want to work on changing that so you can get out of that, right? And a lot of it, you guys, it's whatever. Maybe we went through something. Maybe we went through a loss. I'll tell you, the past 2 years when my dad got sick, you guys, it changed me. It really did change me. And I'm still working through things. You know, I went and talked to someone about it. And, you know, my brother, he goes to talk to someone regularly. And it's hard, you know, whether you've lost a parent or someone in your life or, you know, it's tough, right? So I know for me, or maybe other things in your life, you know, it doesn't have to be losing someone. It can be something else or a relationship that a lot of things hold us back, you guys. And when we get to the root of what's holding us back and we work on that and we're willing to really push ourselves and just get over shit from our past, pardon my language. Don't swear on Facebook, but you can swear on a Zoom. But you know what, you guys, I've had people on my team who have wanted to quit. I've had people who have quit. I've had people who join and, you know, they're like, oh, I'm not sure. And now they're top earners, you know. I've had people who've joined and they're like all in and they're gone after a week, right? So I think we've all had people like that. But at the end of the day, if you keep going, you can go ambassador. Who cares if Sally isn't going to work her business? You guys know I always talk about Sally. But like, you guys, like, it doesn't matter. If you are working your business, it's hard finding good people sometimes. Whether you open up, you know, a Starbucks or a McDonald's, it's hard finding good people who are disciplined, who want big goals, who have big goals, right? So there are people out there, trust me, a lot of you guys on here, you know, probably all of you, you know, but because you're on here tonight. And like I said to Catherine, you don't have to get on every Zoom. You don't have to get on part. You don't have to get on everything. Like the cool thing about our business is it's there for you. But if you want to promote to Diamond, or if you are a Diamond or those are your goals, I always recommend showing up. Like it's just important. If you have something that you can't, I totally understand. Or if you have work or something with your kids or whatever, I totally get it. Or you have a migraine, whatever it is. But honestly, if you are willing to show up in your life, your business is going to show up for you. It will. I promise you that right now. You know, oh, look, Rosanna's changing her entire lifestyle in order to be the person she needs to be for this business. Like, exactly. You hit the nail. You hit everything right there. And that is the thing, you guys. And you guys, when we join a business, we aren't just born entrepreneurs. You know, I have always believed that I could do this just because I needed it so bad and I wanted to make it happen. But not everybody who joins wants to go diamond and up. So I want you guys to know that. Like, I used to think that everybody joined and they wanted to make 10,000 plus a month, right? Sure, people want to do that. You guys, I had a girl who wants to join. She's like, I want to make a lot of money, but I don't want to do a lot of work. And I said, okay, well, that's not going to work. And I was on the phone with her, you guys, and I told her, I said, this business works. And I mean, any business can work if you're putting in the time and the effort. But man, you guys, like, you can't, that's the problem sometimes with our society. Everybody wants that hot body or that big paycheck or that big, or that whatever, that nice car or whatever it is, that perfect life. But it's work, whether it's a relationship or anything, right? It's work. So most of us know what we need to do. It's just, what are we willing to do that, right? To achieve our goals. So honestly, those are a few things I wanted to talk about tonight. You know, I have a few. Sorry, I have a few text messages here. But I didn't want to keep the Zoom super long, but I just wanted to talk a lot about, you know, just having faith in yourself and your business and the seasons. I'll tell you right now, you guys, I've had times a year ago, you guys, last spring, like a year ago, I was so close to ambassador. And then my business and my life kind of fell apart a little bit. You know, my dad was getting worse. I had a lot of shit going on in my life, and it wasn't a priority for me because I've made those huge income, and, you know, and I've always consistently worked my business, you guys, always, because I make it a priority. This is our full-time income coming from my business. So I have to show up. If I don't show up, my paychecks go down, like they do. But there's also times when I show up big time, and it might just be seasons in my business, and, you know, life for other people are happening on the team, and it's up to me to bring in new people who want this and need this, right? So I'm going to attract what I put out. You know, I will always say that law of attraction is huge, you guys. We talk about this all the time. So if you're going to put crap on Facebook, like, oh, join my business, it's so easy, and, you know, or badmouth other businesses or people, that's the worst thing ever. We know some businesses and people who do that. It's terrible. Yes, exactly what Leah just said. You know, we all need to, you know, pour that water on us. We all need to grow. We all need to, you know, decide what we want our life to look like. What we, you know, anyone can be successful in anything. I truly believe that. If I wanted to go sell tires, I mean, I just use that as an example, but I'm not passionate about that, right? But if I really needed it to make it work, and I had to go door to door, and I had to make an income for my family, and I need to make a certain amount, Nahani's laughing at me, but heck, don't laugh at me. I'm going to go sell those tires, right? But you guys, like, the cool thing about this business is, and that's another thing I'm so excited about, using the products again. When I was pregnant, I didn't use a lot of the products. I used the skincare, but I didn't use a lot of the things, right? And I felt like, oh, I'm missing out, all these new products. So I'm excited about all that. I was still able to bring in customers and have distributors come in, and I am never that person who is desperate for a customer or distributor. I always tell people, I want to help them with their health goals, and I want them to join my team, but only if it's for them, right? I'm not, and I think that's part of the reason I've been very successful in my business, because that's okay, tires, I don't know. But you guys, you know, like, a prime example, 2 years ago almost, you guys, I bought this car that I always wanted, okay? It probably wasn't the best idea to buy this car that I wanted, but it wasn't even about the car. It was about what I had to get to and who I had to become in order to make this dream of mine happen. I always wanted this car from when I was like 16 years old, and I don't even really care about cars. Honestly, whatever, takes you from A to B. But you know what? I earned it. I had worked hard, you guys. I will ask some of you guys right now, when was the last time you talked to someone or connected to someone about becoming a distributor or talking to people? Or are you just going through the motions and posting on Facebook and hoping people all show up, right? So you guys, you have to be bold in this business, you know? And so when I decided to buy this car, you know, it was also an expense that I knew, okay, I had to keep my paychecks up to afford this car. You know, and I had traded in my other car, and this car was expensive. And now I look at it still, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this car cost me a lot of money. But it's not even about the car. It's about, like I said, I always wanted this car, and I felt like I worked hard, and I'm not really a materialistic person at all, but I do like nice things, but I love good deals too. Like, I'm all about the deals, right? So at the end of the day, maybe your goal is to go on a trip or pay off debt. Like, I know Leah just paid off all her debt, you guys. Like, that's insane. That's amazing. Like, congratulations. That's insane. And like, Ashley Mayfield, I didn't watch that, but I do want to watch that, you guys. And one thing I'll say about Ashley Mayfield, I love that girl. I'm going to chat with her, And she is just like the most normal, down-to-earth person. A year ago, she was double diamond. You guys, I have girls on my team who were diamond or double diamond a year ago, and they wanted to quit. One of them, she's not on here, but I'm going to give her a little bit of a shout out. You guys know Natasha. I can never say her last name. Sue. So she was like diamond, double diamond last year, and she was going through some life. And I told her, I'm like, girl, like, keep going. And now she's a presidential, and I think her husband is a double diamond. I'm not sure. But you guys, like, again, and she has changed so much as a person, her growth, right? So we either stay in the exact same place where we are, or we're ready to just level up and make stuff happen. I was going to say shit again, but I don't want to keep saying shit. I really do say shit all the time. It's terrible. And I'm not a big person who swears, but my husband told me I have a sailor mouth sometimes. They say people who swear are very intelligent, though. So anyways, does anyone have any questions? Because I just wanted to talk. I just want you guys to know. I have so many text messages right now. I just want people to know that, honestly, it doesn't matter your background, where you came from. Maybe your past few months sucked. Sorry. Maybe they were just crappy, right? But you can change it all right now. Like, Annie, I love you. And like, Annie, you have always inspired me so much because, you know, you just have such a nice heart and who you are, right? Like, you guys, this business, maybe you're always like that. You're probably always like that. You're probably always this perfect Annie. She's like, yeah, I'm perfect. But you know what? Honestly, you guys, you have to grow into the person. I made a post on Facebook, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. All those goals and dreams and everything you want, you need to grow into that person first who deserves them, who, you know, is deserving of those goals, right? You guys, I'll tell you right now, I have lost people on my team who I never thought, I mean, only really one person who was a big hit. And that happened right when I got pregnant and right before I lost my dad. And like, you guys, it like, I was like, I'm a good person and I wish people well. I still wish her well. But you guys, it was a big hit. Like, you know, I was supposed to be in her wedding party. You know, she was a close friend to me. And it hurt my heart. And then, you know what? I got over it pretty quick because I got blocked on Facebook. You know, she knew that my dad was about to pass away. She knew that I was pregnant. And, you know, people sometimes, you know, I don't blame the person. I blame that people have life that happens. They're struggling with something. They have, you know, something inner that they've been hurt by or whatever it is. So I don't look on the person and I don't ever wish someone harm because that's not me. Sure, there's been people in my life who they might not be my favorite people. And I might say things like, oh, that person, right? But at the end of the day, I'm not that person. I'm not. So if you always put out good, there's going to be people who this business is going to test you. It's going to test you. Hurt people. Exactly. I'm kind to people. To some people I might not even like because honestly, you're going to put out in your life what you want back. Okay. So if there's someone in your life that you need to get rid of, I know one of you and one of the Florida girls, we chatted today about this. Like, if you need to get rid of some people in your life, or you need to just get rid of certain relationships or friendships that might be holding you back or might be toxic, it's okay to walk away from some people. You know, love you, Leah. We're almost done anyway, so thank you for being on. But I just want you guys to know, like, honestly, you just have to really decide what you want, okay? And this business will change your life when you just get over some crap in your life. You stay connected. You know, there's tons of Zooms on all the time, you know, from different leaders. Who inspires you? Like, I have girls I know in other businesses who I'm super inspired by, who I follow, and, you know, just other businesswomen, you know, online, or, you know, if certain people are authors. I went to Tony Robbins a few years ago, and I'm obsessed with him. He's just really motivating to me. You know, I know a lot of you guys do personal development every single day, or you journal, or you do yoga or work out, or whatever your thing is, right? So it's really, really important. And I don't think a lot of us know that, how important that is, but it is. Like this business, Mark doesn't shrink your clothes. That's funny. You know, so does anyone have any questions right now about business, getting through things, anything that you want to ask me? I'll tell you guys, I'm an open book. Like whether you guys are directly on my team or, you know, on Miranda's, we're really like working together, and, you know, she and I really connected. We have a lot of the similar things that have happened in our business and our life, losing a parent and just things happening in our business. But I'll tell you what, I've always stayed connected and true to working my business and hustling. Like I've always, maybe the past few months, like then in my pregnancy and then having my baby, but I still have distributors like joining. I still am consistent on Facebook. I still share my story. I took it, well, you guys, partly why I did my hair earlier is because so I could take a selfie. So I have a post later that I'm doing. I'm just connecting with a lot of people on social media that I've been talking to, other moms that need this. And I share my story over and over and over again. You guys, your broken story is going to help other people. You have to share it. You have to talk to people, right? So, you know, if you need help with your story or who you are, ask me. You can ask me, or you can ask, I put up a whole bunch of personal development books that I recommend, or audio. Some of you might need it more than others, right? Some of you might be that person, you know what you want, you're laser focused, and you're driven to make those paychecks happen. That was me. Until I got to Triple Diamond and I felt like I was going to throw up, and I was like, oh my gosh, my team's getting so big. What do I do? But you guys, I'll tell you, like up until Triple Diamond, my business was booming, 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 because I just kept going. And then I had some things happen, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? But it's just normal. Like, it's just normal. Like, maybe, you know, a diamond quits, or maybe you built someone who never cared. I had a friend, you guys, who came into this business, and I needed her to be diamond to go presidential. And I built her to diamond. And it was my own fault. It was my own fault. She never cared. But at the end of the day, I never, ever, ever recommend to build people or work with people who aren't all in. Like, you know, I think it's always good for people to learn what they need to do, right? Like, I was never given any help from anyone. I mean, of course, Denise helped me talking with me, and there's another presidential above me who, you know, was really helpful in the beginning when I was learning the business, but it was up to me to figure out my business, right? So, okay, I'm glad that you asked that about brand new distributors joining. Okay, I don't recommend adding everybody to all the chats, all the pages. Just do not do that. Steph had put together a page about last fall, that 1 week training. I think it might be overwhelming for a lot of people. You know, so Miranda has a distributor checklist, and honestly, you guys, keeping the business simple and fun, right? Our goal is to talk about it, be excited, plugged in, have goals, and keeping it simple. I think sometimes we do too much. We do. I know I do. Totally. Too many trainings and all this stuff, right? You know, we all make mistakes when we first start out, and I'm still making mistakes about things, and I still have things that happen. But honestly, as far as new distributors go, you can add them to the newbie chat. If you want to add them to the team page, you can, but sometimes it's a bit too much. That's when I really want you guys to know people's color personalities. That's a big thing. Some people come in, I talked to this girl, she's really green, wants to know everything. She's about to join the business. Actually, I think she joined tonight. Some people, you guys, are going to be that blue personality. They just want to have fun, and if you give them too much, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, like, what is this? Some people are that red. They just want to get to work. They don't need to know everything. They just tell them what to do. They're going to show up, and they're going to work their business. So it's good to know people's colors. It's good to know what people's goals are, and then I go from there. You know, if you always ask them what their goals are when they start, always. And if they don't know and they just want to have fun for now, that's fine too. But yeah, as far as I would just add them to like the newbie chat. If you want to add them into a chat with me and Hanny, But sometimes when we overwhelm people too much, you guys, it's too much, right? Like if we add them to everything, we message them nonstop, and it's like, oh my gosh, like these people are like, oh my gosh, this girl's crazy. So, and I know I've done that because there are some people who want to know everything, and they're so excited, and they're like, and they ask questions all day. But some people are going to be like, oh my gosh, Taz is crazy, like she's drinking the Kool-Aid, like she's nuts, right? So you have to really be careful with that, okay? So, yeah, just to the newbie chat, and if they're ready to join on the team page, but sometimes it can be a little much, right? Did someone raise their hand here? Does someone want to talk or ask a question? I have someone hand raised here. Anybody else have any questions or anything? Did you want to ask a question? Oh, lower hand. Raised hand, lower hand. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
This is Antonita Robert. I'm so
Hi.
glad. Yeah, I'm so glad to join your Zoom today. So my question is, because I am a new distributor, so
welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Like I love that. Like you're a brand new distributor and you're on a Zoom. Like that's way to go. That's amazing.
I just joined the company last month. So
okay.
till now, I don't have any like LCD DT. And I buy the ticket for Boston for the training. So
good for you.
Well, without the LCD and DT.
So the biggest thing you can sign up distributors and customers the next few days. You know, don't worry about that. It hasn't happened yet. If you're just getting going, that's okay. Sometimes we join as distributors and it might take us a while. I have some girls who join, they're like, ready right that day, and then maybe the next month they're ready, right? So I would decide how you want to work your business. If you want to do more social media or in person. For me, I like to do a little bit of everything, but this is my full time, and I really like that in-person connection, getting on the phone with people, you know, going for coffee dates with them, one-on-ones. But I also love social media. Social media can be really great because you know, you can meet people from all over, right? So I would decide, and I would reach out to the person who signed you up and connect with her and just make a plan of how much you want to make per month, and then, you know, and then go through. That's the thing, you guys, also. That's why your goals are so important. If someone comes in and they want to make $100 a month, or maybe they want to make $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month, you know, some people are just ready to just go when they join. So find out how much you want to make per month, and then with whoever you signed up with, connect with them, and then, you know, I'm not sure if you're in any groups or chats or anything, but they can all get you started on what you should be doing. You guys, basically, if social media, you know, sharing every single day. We have the stories, we have our timeline, we have, you know, a lot of you guys do lives and stories and polls, and it's all those little things, right? You know, doing trainings, like learn from other distributors and top leaders. Like everybody works their business so differently. I really, really, really like, you know, a lot of the top leaders. Some of them I don't connect with, right? So find someone who inspires you and their story is relatable to you, and then follow what they're doing. You know, how are they inspiring? But you need to know what your story is and who you are and why you joined. Does anyone else have any other questions on anything?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for being on. And you guys, using the products, whether it's the skincare, the weight loss, the coffee, whatever it is, get excited about it. That's why I'm so excited, because, you know, I can use the products again now. You know, I didn't use a lot while I was pregnant because I just chose to. But, you know, decide, you know, what you really want with the business. It's super important, because if you're just doing this business and you don't really know what your big goal is, well, you're just going through the motions, right? If you come into this business and you want to be a six-figure earner and you're really to commit and decide and work on that, you will become a six-figure earner. You will. Does anyone have any? I don't want to keep this too long. But Annie, while you're here, I know you shared it in the chat the other day. Can you just share? Okay, you guys, Annie, you were Ruby for how long?
I was stuck Ruby for about 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the final? I just love Annie's, because you guys, nothing's wrong with Ruby. Don't get me wrong. Ruby is an amazing income. But what made you decide that you were worthy and you wanted more? Like, we're all worthy and we all deserve this business, you guys. But what was the breaking point? What made you get to that next level? And can you just share a little bit with that, and then we'll close this, because I really love your story, Annie, because let's face it, you guys, once you can go Ruby, you can go ambassador. You can. Okay. So can you share just a quick little thing that's inspiring that you can just
that's no problem. Well, actually, I was stuck at Ruby for 6 months, but in the midst of that, I had lost my leader. Okay, so I had no leadership at all. So after, like, I was a Ruby for 2 months, then I lost my my leader, and for me it was very hard because I had like full bunch of young girls, and I'm 52 right now, so I was like 50, and I was saying to myself, oh my God, how am I going to do this now? But there was no way in my mind that I was going to miss going to the top. This was a whole decision. When I started the business, it was not like a question if I was going to do the business. It was, I'm doing the business and I'm going to the top. The problem was, how am I going to get there when I'm stuck and I don't see the leadership? I don't feel any leadership. So how am I going to do it? And I don't feel like I'm in the bunch of young people. So what happened is, like, I said to myself, okay, I'm going to create myself a leader by going and get inspired by different people. And actually Tanis was one of them, and Caroline was one of them, and a lot of people around me was a lot of them, and I created the perfect leader for myself. And then I said, okay, now I'm going, and I was not a social media girl, so this got me stuck solid, okay, because I couldn't do it. I'm a people's person, and in my head it was like I was stuck there and saying, okay, I got to be good at Facebook. I got to be good at Facebook. And I was trying. I was going out of my comfort zone. I'm doing much better on Facebook, actually. I can actually sometimes, like, get clients out of Facebook. This is really a miracle for me. So, but what I did is I said to myself, okay, what am I good at? And I talked to a woman at one point, and she was not even like an ambassador or whatever. They told me, go speak to that woman. She's like your age, and go speak to her. I spoke to her for 10 minutes, and it did it for me, because she told me, what are you good at, Annie? If you're not good at social media, what are you doing there? You want to grow. Well, take what you have, take your qualities and, go with it. I said, this is really good. I'm good with people. So she says, go outside. You go talk to the people outside. Every time you meet somebody, talk about your business. I was so excited about doing the business, and I love the product. So it was not a matter of not believing in my products and in my business. It was a matter of not believing in, in seeing all the potential I had myself and really using it. Yeah. So the thing I say is always take what you have and get inspired by others, yes, and take, like you were saying, Tanis, this is so good when you say, don't compare yourself.
Yeah.
Because I did that so much.
We all do it, like, right? It's normal, yeah. It's human nature, right? But yeah.
Yeah. Well, we all do it so much. And because I was not a social media girl, I had the tendency to do that too. I was like, oh my gosh, she did it so fast. Yeah. Why can't you do that? And I can't do that. Yeah. Why don't I have the words in Facebook to get some people to, I didn't figure it out. I said, but why am I battling like this when I know when I meet people, I can do a lot. I can accomplish a lot. So I went all out. I said, okay, now I'm going out. And by going out, what happened is I kept on doing Facebook. So what happened is, like, it really burst. So that's when I went into, like, from Ruby to Triple Diamond in 5 months.
Wow,
that's insane. It was insane.
Yeah.
It was really, but like you were saying, it's all about, you already have the qualities in you.
Yeah.
You just have, and the personal development is so important.
So important. And the thing is, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I have such mom brain. I don't remember anything if I don't blurt it out. But here's the thing, you guys, Ruby and Triple Diamond, it's totally doable. The thing is, you guys, I think people get scared and they see a chart and they see the volume. But when you don't think about you doing it all, right? Like, if I looked at my ambassador chart and thought that I had to do it all, well, oh my gosh, right? But the thing is, with what Annie did is she found what she was good at. She found her strengths, which we all have amazing strengths and qualities because we're all rock stars and we're here tonight.
Mhm.
But you find out what you're good at, you help your team grow, and boom, your team can explode. Like, that's momentum, you guys. I've had crazy momentum in my business. I've had it slow down. I've had people quit. I've had to go up again. I've had, you know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day, that's just part of it. It happens. It's like with anything. It's like a store or a restaurant. They're going to have season. And I mean, if you keep going and you decide what you want, you can always have great paychecks. You can always have a great team. So, you know what I mean? Like, and I love, you know, you went triple diamond and I was like, oh my gosh, like, and I knew who you were, but I was like, oh my gosh, who is this girl, right? Like, it's crazy. And triple diamond is a life-changing income, you guys. Like, it's crazy. One last thing to close, Annie.
But one thing I always say to the girls, you know, and a lot of people, did you hear about, you know, the way I usually explain it, the baby Ruby thing?
No.
Okay, this is so much fun. I always explain it like that, you know, when they first start, you know. I always say, if you don't want to complicate your life in this business, okay, this is so easy. Do baby rubies, okay? Only do that.
Yeah.
The person you're entering, okay, you're saying, okay, you're going to do a baby ruby, okay? So you're going to find yourself like 4 like clients and just find 3 people that will do what you do. And she says, okay. I find like 4 clients and I find 3 people that will do what I did. Yeah. Okay. So she finds 3 people. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Find 3 people, you know. She says, like, you know, I don't know if I can find 3 people, but it's not a lot. Okay, great. She says, what am I going to do with those 3 people? Well, you're going to tell her, find 4 clients and find 3 people. So this is so simple. If you do it a couple of times, you're a diamond.
Yeah.
You know, because if you keep on growing like that, you find rubies under rubies and rubies. Well, you have a diamond without knowing it. It's so simple. So
just
don't
helping people go ruby. Exactly.
Yeah, do little bit baby rubies all over, and your life will be simple. So
and I love that you said that because, you know, it's, if you think about it, you guys, rubies, 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 rubies. That's diamonds, emeralds, you know, emeralds, diamonds, double diamond, triple diamond, presidential ambassador. That's how you can go all the way to the top. It really is, right? And so if you need help with charting or working your business, or honestly, I like to write things down. I know a lot of people like to have theirs out in front of them and print it out and everything. I have my ambassador chart. It's kind of all, it's changed a lot since last year. But, you know, I have my main focus. I know who wants this and needs this. And at the end of the day, you guys, yes, it's important for me to go ambassador, but it's more important for me, honestly, for my team to make money. It really is. I want to see rubies, emeralds, diamonds, double diamonds, triple diamonds. Because honestly, I'll tell you right now, I could stay at presidential and make more of an income than an ambassador, but it's not even about that. I want to see my team win, right? It's about seeing your team win. It's about girls coming into this business and needing this. If we're not sharing this opportunity, we're not helping other women and families who need this. You know, that is our job, to sign up distributors, sign up customers, and share what we do. I think so many people get, you know, scared about talking to people. Well, you guys, I never thought I'd be ever doing anything like this business if I didn't keep seeing that girl talk about it. If I didn't keep seeing that girl post about her story and her why and her success. I never liked, commented, or messaged her, ever. So I'm telling you right now, people are watching you. People want to see how serious you are. If you're not serious in your business, you know, people won't take you seriously, right? That's the thing. If you are consistent, excited, passionate, and have a huge why, you're going to attract people who have huge goals and huge why. You don't really know what you want, right? Like your do, right? So it's so important. So does anyone have any last minute questions? And then we'll log off here and I'll upload this so everybody can see it. But I really appreciate, we had about 30 people on here at a time there. And, you know, it's just, some people I know couldn't get on or they had to get off. I realize it's late. But at the end of the day, you guys, you don't have to get on everything. You don't have to do things. When I joined you guys, I did parties. I did one-on-ones. I still do those things. You have to keep doing those things. If I just stopped doing all those things once I got to presidential, you have to keep working your business, right? You have to keep working it. So I really appreciate you guys being on tonight. I hope it helped. Honestly, I love doing Zooms. I don't think we should do them like 24/7, do them all the time. But you guys jump on other Zooms. Find other leaders that inspire you. Go on YouTube, like connect with other leaders. I love Ashley Mayfield, but I'm not going to do a live and yell at people. But she inspires me. She inspires me. You guys, she's so straight up. Like, she's so straight up. Like, if this business is important to you, you're working on the weekends. I don't take the weekends off. I'm always, I think it's good to take rest days. I'll take that back. I think it's absolutely important to take rest days with your family, unplug. I think that's important. Catherine and I were talking about that today. It's very important to unplug. I don't think you should go 24/7 with anything. You have to have those mental health days. You need to rest, right? Jade Hooper too. I love Jade Hooper, right? I love when she goes live and has her boob hanging out and she's feeding her kids. That's great. I'm not going to do that. But you know what? She's inspiring. She has an amazing story, right? So find out who you are, share your story, be consistent, be excited, be bold. But the biggest thing, you guys, is your belief. It's right here. Your mind, your heart, your soul, everything. When you are all in, your business will explode. It will. And I'm getting back, I've always been all in, but I've hurt this past 2 years. I have. And I'm honest about that. And I share it even on my social media. I'm vulnerable. People know my story. I am open to people who connect with me. I tell them what I've been through, how this business has changed our life. Even before it changed our lives, I was telling people where I was going. That's huge, you guys. If you don't know where you're going, no one's going to jump in with you. If you have a huge goal and you know where you're going, people will join people who know where they're going. I say that all the time. And I'm an introvert, extrovert. I don't know. I don't think I have any blue in me. Although I enjoy people and I like to do things, but I'm a very yellow-red person. I love to connect with people and work with people and talk to people. And I want people to join this business, but I have that red in me that I am driven and I know what I want. I know the income that I want to make every single month. But if I didn't have any goals, you're going to stay where you are. And if you're happy where you are, that's fine. But most of us want to go further in our lives, not just our business and everything, right? So I appreciate you guys all coming on here tonight. I hope it helped. I love getting on Zooms. I love getting on, I'm going to watch that, one of those Zooms from last night, but that one Zoom about attracting crap in your life, or I forget the title of the Zoom, was really good. I posted in the chat and the team pages. So you guys, just watch things when you can. I understand people have kids or they work, and I get that. Sometimes people who are really busy are really good at, but maybe it gives you anxiety. Go, go, go. Don't compare yourself. I get anxiety too, right? So do what works for you. Connect with your leaders. We want to help you. If you're not on my team and you want to talk to me, I'm happy to talk to you. And of course, everyone who's on my team and all you guys on here, I'm happy to help with your business, right? So I want to see everybody make money. That's why most of us are here, right? Obviously to have fun and enjoy ourselves and grow ourselves. But, I want everyone to change their lives, whether that's $500 a month, $5,000, $20,000 a month. That's what my ultimate goal is. I don't care if you're on my team or not. I want to see you guys win, right? So thank you guys for being on tonight. I hope something connected with you tonight. And honestly, just know, we are our business. We have to take care of ourselves, okay? So it's okay to rest. It's okay. Just don't quit. I'm telling you right now. Do not quit your business. Because I look at people who were in the business 2 years ago, if they didn't quit, they would have been, presidential. I've compared myself. I totally could have gone ambassador. But if I'd gone ambassador a year ago, I wouldn't have maintained it. And I don't want to just get there just to say, right? And it's okay. Maybe you got to a promotion and you haven't maintained it. You guys, I'm going to tell you right now, it happens to ambassadors. It happens to presidentials. It happens to triples. It happens. You guys, maybe you lost someone. Maybe someone quit on your team or they took a hiatus. I'm telling you, it happens. It happens. So, but if you keep having amazing new people come into your business and you keep growing, you're going to be an attraction magnet. People are going to be like, keep messaging you like this all day, and they're going to want to work with you and they're going to want to grow with you, right? So Don't worry about those people. I've had people, oh my gosh, they want to go emerald, diamond, and they've gone MIA. Happens all the time. But you know, right? So help those people. What's that saying? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard all the time. Okay. So yeah, people, you guys, people come in and quit. It's with anything in life. You guys, I used to be a gym manager and a bartender. Oh my gosh. Like, it's people's mindset, you guys. Don't take it personally. I used to take it personally when someone quit or stopped working the business. It had nothing to do with me. Nothing. You know, use it as fuel. Always. Yes. There's new people who want to come in, who want to grow with you. And I've always kept building my business, and I've always kept going. But if I quit, I wouldn't be a presidential diamond. I wouldn't. So don't worry if you've signed up 5 people and they've all gone MIA. You can sign up someone tomorrow who will be your next rock star. I'm telling you right now. I had a girl who came into my business and completely changed my business. I had another girl who came into my business. She was there for a season, got me to presidential. Another girl got me to triple, and like all those people I worked with, and they could have still kept being in this business. And sometimes people just stop, and it's okay, right? But good for you, speaking with 3 look at that, 3 distributors. I was going to say personal trainers. I don't know why. PD. Oh my gosh. I'm losing it, you guys. My brain. Woo-hoo. Anyway, see? Anyone can do this business. You can have mom brain too. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys being on here tonight, and just be really bold and decide what you want, because you can make 6 figures. You can be a top earner, or you can just make $1,000 a month, which is life-changing too. That's amazing. And you can do that pretty quick once you get going. So do not compare yourself. Do not, I can't even talk, see? Do not compare yourself, okay? See, everyone's laughing at me now, see? Thank you guys, I love you. And honestly, whether you're on my team or Miranda's, I'm always happy. I'm pretty good at getting back to messages within, you know. Sometimes I wake up to a million messages and text messages, and I get excited about that. So honestly, you guys, just attract what you want in your business, in your life, in your personal. I'm telling you, if I can dig myself out of a lot of the crap I've been through the past few years in business life, you guys can get out of anything. I'm telling you. I know you all have personal demons or whatever. Maybe the devil's attacked you, but honestly, thanks guys. You can get out of anything. You really can. I will tell you that. And I want you to know, all the people that you see who are top leaders who inspire you, I want you to know that they've gone through a lot to get there, okay? Success is like this. I want you guys to know that. So sure, someone might get to diamond quickly and quit. Someone, it might take them a year or 2 or whatever to go diamond, and they might go presidential 6 months from then, right? So do not compare yourself, okay? Thank you guys. You want my baby? You want my baby? That's funny. Well, I'm not going to give you my baby. I'm not, but you can see him, but you don't live here. Thank you guys. Bye.